Domestic Contradictions, the continuing story of an artistic experiment in building socialist realism on one wall in one room.
Episode 15, Intramural Concatenations, or Art and Politics. The autumnal foliage of posters, rosters, children's drawings, photographs of friends, and lunig cartoons is peeling from the walls of the room. The graffiti has become quaintly dated. Yes, friends, spring has sprung, and the collective hand itches to apply a new brush to the insides of the hollowed-out barricade still inhabited by our 8 domestic desperados.
Something has got to be done about that wall.
Which one do you mean, Dee?
The one with all the acid graffiti and dried-out snot on it.
Yeah.
Which one?
The one next to Clive's bed. Which do you reckon?
What was that?
Oh, awake at last, are you?
Dee's just suggesting we brighten up your wall a bit, Clive.
Oh, go right ahead. Do whatever you like, eh? It's cool with me.
Dee, I'm glad someone's finally come up with that suggestion. I've been thinking about it for months. But I knew that if I said anything, you'd all pooh-pooh the idea.
Oh, there, Con, it's all right.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead and patronise me.
We wouldn't patronise you, Conrad.
Thank you for your concern, Nigel.
OK, comrades, if we're going to paint the wall, I would like to put forward a suggestion.
Go ahead, comrade.
Yeah, lay it on us, comrade.
Why doesn't anyone ever call me comrade?
Because it sounds ridiculous to say Conrad.
Ah.
Anyway, what's your idea for the wall, Cherry?
Why don't we paint a huge mural on the theme, Freedom is the recognition of the necessity of hard work? I can just see it. All the sturdy figures leaning forwards with a progressive slant, with a great long banner. No, a great long Eureka flag streaming back over their heads with the slogan superimposed on it.
Yeah, like those lovely peasant paintings we saw. I quite like that.
What a good idea.
Hey, hang on there. Whoa, back. Just take it easy, will you? That's my wall you're talking about. The one that hangs right over my bed, eh? How could I lie in the morning and look at a thing like that? All those people straining away, grimly smiling, working. I mean, fair go.
Perhaps it might inspire you to get up and do a bit, Clive.
Oh, now, come on, everyone. I don't want to be a wet blanket, but let's be reasonable about
Well,
this.
have you got any ideas, then?
Well,
I suppose it's a bit much to ask. Perhaps if you sat up.
Eh? Oh, well then. Well, how about a bit of graffiti?
A rose by any other name would still have thorns.
Mutate now. Avoid the rush.
9 miles to Griffiths Brothers Teas.
Right, the end of every wolf whistle.
No, none of that crap, no. I was thinking more of some of the golden oldies, those that have stood the test of time on a railway viaduct for 30 years, like Pig Iron Bob, Ban Maralinga, Free Zarb.
What's all that stuff?
Museum art. Boring. Passé.
How old are you, Clive? Eh?
No, away with the past. We must move faster than time. We must come to grips with the very essence of the wall itself.
Finger painting.
Neo-Grecian bas-relief in spackle.
No, something more futurist. I got it. A huge blow-up photo of the wall itself, exactly to scale, just as it is, full colour, just as we find it. We'll paste it on the wall and call it wall.
What do you call that sort of stuff?
Post-conceptual archaeologism.
Oh.
Yes, but if you don't mind me asking, Dee, what's the point?
When they scrape it off in 500 years' time, they'll find exactly the same thing underneath. That'll fool them.
Oh, it fools me already.
Or we could just drop the camera on the floor and see what it takes. Accidental art. Of course, the camera will have to be dropped by a woman.
Of course.
What was that?
Nothing.
Yeah, I thought so.
Look, this is all very interesting, but I think if we're going to put something on that wall, it ought to have a point. After all, art must serve politics, like the Heidelberg School did.
What?
What?
Like that great Fred McCubbin. It is Fred McCubbin, isn't it? Those 3 paintings showing the explorer, the settler, and finally the city rising in the distance. Oh, that's my favourite. The mist hanging in the trees.
Not a patch on Bailed Up, though, by Tom Roberts.
Yeah. And what about that beatnik one with Burke and Wills finding the tree with the word dig carved in it?
Oh.
That's fantastic.
Oh.
Well, what do you think, Nige?
No, it's too depressing. I like the idea of the tree, though. I say, look, it'd be really good if we could... Oh, no, we couldn't do that. It's too...
Go on, what?
Well, the most beautiful work of art I've ever seen was the Young Farmers stand at the Royal Show.
Yeah?
They made this radiant butterfly about 40 feet wide, completely made up of fruit and vegetables. And then there are the bottles of chopped up preserves. You could make beautiful lampstands out of them.
That reminds me. Whose turn is it to go to the market?
The market. Now, there is a living work of art.
There's not much plastic there, is there?
What?
Well, there's nothing that comes up to the whole latex catalogue in your local sex shop, for instance.
You don't actually go into that place, do you, Grace?
The Latex Love Art shop? Of course I do. They've got the most amazing art objects of all time in those places. I'm thinking of starting a collection.
Is that some sort of reflection on me?
It's got nothing to do with sex, Conrad. It's latex art, that's all.
Yeah, well, tell us next time you're going, Grace, and I'll come too.
You're both
you
sick. Is that the place just round the corner?
Well, you know it is. And as a matter of fact, I've nearly got a complete collection of the kids' pornographic drawings.
Grace, I didn't know about this.
There's a lot you don't know about.
Exploiting the children like that?
Oh, what are you talking about? The kids don't care. All they're interested in is Mickey Mouse, Batman and the Flintstones.
Disgusting. Where's the Blinky Bill book I gave
Hey,
them?
what's wrong with Batman,
Oh,
anyway?
you still don't watch that, do you?
Of course I do.
Clive, how could you? I thought you were an Australian. Don't you care about people's art, the culture of the Australian people?
What are you talking about? Look, you want to know what the highest points reached in Australian art are, kid? The Harbour Bridge, the Hills Rotary Hoist, the Owen submachine gun, the Esky, and the Thong.
What sort of art do you call that?
Functional art, mate. Very functional.
Look, I know it's all very interesting discussing theories of art, but we still haven't decided what to do with the wall.
Yes.
And I've got to go to a meeting in 10 minutes. Look, I suggest this. We paint up a huge roster. No, hang on. Like a railway timetable. With illustrations and little doors that pop open like cuckoo clocks when it's somebody's turn to do something.
There he goes again.
Put a sock in it, Con.
Yeah, put a carrot in
Hey,
it.
that's a bit offensive, Nigel.
Well, at least it's not latex. I suppose you like Jackson Brown, too.
I do, as a matter of fact.
God, that whinging bastard.
Oh, you ought to talk.
Hey?
Oh, comrades, comrades.
Art for art's sake.
What? What did you say? You can't mean that.
He's just baiting you,
I'll
Conrad.
tell you what, we ought to just put in a turnstile at the door and charge people to come in and watch. The humans, roll up for the human zoo.
Maybe we could get the room classified by the National Trust.
Might help save us from the freeway.
Hey?
What's that noise?
It's just a dozer going past. Big one by the sound of it.
Hang on, I don't think it's going past.
What do you mean?
Oh, my God.
Hey!
Christ, it's knocking down the wall.
Get back! Everyone, get back!
The whole wall's collapsing.
My vegetable garden!
My bed!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
You squashed the tomatoes!
And my bed, you mug. Look at my pillow. I'll never be able to fluff that up again.
Who are you lot? What are you doing here?
What do you mean? We live here.
That's our wall you've just knocked down, comrade.
What do you mean you live here? You can't live here. There's a demolition order on this place. Look, it's on me list. Yeah, number 97. The freeway's going to go right through here.
Not here, mate. Next door, maybe, but not here.
What number did you say?
Here, look, number 97.
That is next door. This is 99.
Oh, no.
You bloody cretin.
Gee, he's a comrade worker.
You bloody cretin, comrade.
Look, I'm really sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, jeez, look, if there's anything I could do, I
Just back off.
could...
Yeah, be careful or you'll squash the marrows, too. Oh, look, he did get a marrow.
Oh, and look. Murderer! Look at that bed. Look, I was just going to wash me sheets, too.
First time, I bet.
Hey, well, they got marrow stains all over them now.
I'm going to get the anti-freeways group onto this.
Completely ruined.
Well, at least it solves one problem. We don't have to worry about what to put up on the wall. Come on, comrades, form a human chain. Let's clear away the rubble.
Come on, everyone.
Get off your ass, Clive.
Sorry, mate. It's against me principles, this human chain caper. I thought we were supposed to be freeing ourselves from our chains, eh?
Oh, he has got a point there. Or perhaps we'd better discuss this.
Hey, when we rebuild it, why don't we put in some more windows?
And a revolving door. Keep the smell inside.
A veranda would be nice too. Northern aspect.
Nah, look, just leave the bloody thing down. I'll sling a hammock in the space. Summer's nearly here anyway. Get a nice breeze. Hey, we can build a lovely barbecue out of the old bricks, too.
Could we please get a bit of order into this discussion?
Come on, Shir, let's clean up this mess.
Right, form a chain.
Form a chain. Oh, come on, Nigel. Stop weeping over that marrow.
But I was so attached to her. Poor Mavis.
Just get on the end of the chain, Clive, and catch this brick.
Oh, okay, Dee, okay, whatever you say. When the wind blows, the bamboo bends. The human chain. Is that a living sculpture, would you say?
Just shut up and work.
Oof.
Oh,
And so we leave our domestic comrades, framed in a gap in the wall. A living mural dedicated to the slogan, "Freedom is the recognition of the necessity of work." At last, our little band is welded together in that great work of art, the human chain, dedicated to rebuilding the dying ruins of urban capitalism in a desperate attempt to preserve their socialist enclave. Will they put in more windows? Will the windows be louvers? Will large black spiders come to dwell in the frames of the louvers? And will Clive build his beloved barbecue? Is the room just a stagnant billabong in the broad stream of history? Will you ever find out by listening to Domestic Contradictions?